As you see here, I've got my muzzleloader with me. I just got this scope mounted on it. Scopes on muzzleloaders were not legal in Alabama until just a few years ago. And I got a new scope put on my first deer rifle last year. And I kept the old scope, so that's the first scope I ever bought right there. It's an old Swift. But hoping to fire off the old smoke pole today. I sat all day yesterday at a different location and only saw turkeys and squirrels and a rabbit and a hawk. So hoping today I'll see a deer. They're nocturnal right now. They're in the fields and everything on our trail cameras all night long, but not much during the day. That's how they live. But want to hang out here as long as I can to see if a big doe won't come within range. That's what I'm after today. Some meat for the freezer. Stay tuned. Well, I'm back here at camp. Grabbed a quick lunch and made me a little coffee. Thinking hard about taking a nap. But that's no way to kill a deer. No, I'm going to get back after them here in just a few minutes. I had a little action this morning. At least the plan came together. It just wasn't the right deer. I don't shoot small bucks, and I was hoping for a big doe. But Will and my oldest girl, Corley, and I moved that stand there, and my dad and I came down here with the tractor and cut a bunch of limbs back and just made some really good shooting lanes on looking up and down that road. And as the year goes on and the leaves fall off of those trees out in front of it, that's going to be a really, really good stand. But I sprinkled a little corn out there where you saw that deer come out, and sure enough, he came out and stopped right there and nibbled around and looked for corn for probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. He certainly gave me every temptation and opportunity to take him, but I saw steaks and burger and tenderloin and jerky, but wow, that was a whole herd of turkeys. I guess I spooked them talking, and they spooked me flying. I can actually see them in the trees down there. Pretty neat. Never know what's going to happen. I've seen deer sitting right here. Seen them down that road, and seen deer down that road. I've had coyotes and foxes to come into camp Raccoons, armadillos, possums. What else? And now a flock of turkeys. Probably those same. I saw about 12 yesterday. I'll try to show those to you right now. But I saw about 12 yesterday came in my green field with me. I think it was probably 2 or 3 hens with a bunch of nearly grown poults from this spring. Have you ever in your life these turkeys are playing chase through these blueberry bushes? They were cutting up and carrying on like crazy. Neat to watch. Turkeys are kind of crazy birds. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, we cut those shooting lanes down the side of that road, and so it really opened it up on both sides of that road. Really neat, really nicely, and I sprinkled a few handfuls of corn right out there. Good muzzleloader range, and sure enough, that little spike came out there, and he nibbled on that corn for probably 20 minutes. But I saw all cuts of meat. That's all I could think about. But really wished he would have been a big doe. I would have certainly taken her. But maybe this evening we'll get another chance. The winds are changing. The weather's changing. We've got rain moving in, and so the wind's picked up a little bit, and it's changing kind of from the east to the southeast. So I think I'm going to go sit another spot this evening and see if we can have some luck there. Y'all come along. Let's see what happens. It's 50-something degrees and I'm still freezing. I think that means I'm getting old. Well, good morning, folks. We've had to get us a new location. Today, it's been raining, which is okay. But this fella right here is too old, or either just smarter than to sit in a tree stand all day in the rain. I used to do that stuff. Not anymore. So, we're covered today. And we've got a good northeast wind. Just perfect for this location. And hoping something to come in within muzzle loading range. was too dark to get them on camera. But I could have shot at 2 more deer yesterday. The first one came out, and I couldn't really tell if it was a small doe or a button buck. I didn't want to shoot a button buck, so I just waited. Well, he turned around and ran the other way, got further away from me, and then stepped out its mother, a doe that was huge. It was just exactly what I'm wanting. She was 3 times the size of that young deer. But she never got closer than about 200 yards. So I didn't take a shot. Maybe our luck will change. Stay tuned. After right there. Come on, mama. Come on this way. No, no, no. That yearling deer just stepped into the woods to the right. Same place the other doe did. This third one is probably going to follow them. Maybe they'll come out in the field up here closer. Or they may be gone for good. That's hunting. Came back. Fawn came back. Come on, cross the creek. And come on up here to the field. There's the other big doe. There's the other big does. Come back. Maybe they're coming this way. Maybe, maybe, maybe. They've made their way about 20 yards this way. I need them to cover another probably 150 yards minimum. minimum of 250 yards down there, probably closer to 300. No chance of making a smart shot with a muzzleloader. I could have aimed a couple feet over one of them's back and seen what happened, but I don't even know how far a 240 grain bullet zeroed in at 100 yards would fall at that distance. But I don't want to risk a shot like that. So we wait, and hopefully I'll get rewarded for passing on all these deer that I've seen, and not taking some type of crazy shot. I'm gonna sit right here until dark if necessary. The deer are definitely on the move today. We've had a front come through. It's not cold, but it's damp and it's cool. I would guess around 50 degrees. I've actually been cold today. I've got my late season gloves on here. Trigger finger. I hope they come back a lot closer. Well, hey guys and gals. I hunted this morning in that power line location, and it is Friday. It's the last day. This is my last opportunity to kill a deer with my muzzleloader in muzzleloader only season. And Will's got a game, football game tonight at 7 o'clock, second round of the playoffs. But I'm trying to squeeze in one last hunt here before dark. It's warm again, but the wind is changing. It's been moving all day from southeast, and now it's almost northwest. So we've got another weather change coming. But I'm gonna have to come out of this hoodie because it's warm in this little house here. But anyway, maybe today is the day. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So here's this little field. Last time I was here, let's see, 2 evenings ago, had a little bitty deer come out. Oh, to about the second shadow you see there, and had a really big doe. All the way back in the back. That's at least 200 yards, I'd say. So I couldn't take a shot at her. But anyway, maybe they'll come back, maybe they'll come closer. There's a giant cottontail. Big bunny. Hello guys and gals, we're back in a super small little deer blind we have here on the farm. I killed a very nice deer here. I think it was last season, last season. I believe it was a 9-point. Nice. My son sat here yesterday. He saw 6 deer in this field. He had already killed one yesterday morning. I need to get on the board. We seriously need some more meat for the freezer. He's in another field, not far from me. Maybe we can both double up today. That would be cool. We'll see. Oh my goodness. This bipolar weather virus is killing me. This morning I was cold. This afternoon it is literally 80 degrees. I will be swatting mosquitoes. I have nothing on but this thin polyester shirt, and I'm sweating. Be a miracle if I don't get sick, by the way. These warm-ups always get me. But anyway, we're in another spot. We're going to see if maybe on about hour number 40 of my rear end in the stand this week, something won't happen here this afternoon. Wish me luck. Anybody like a good Spam sandwich? That's a good one. Well, hey guys and gals, I'm back at it. I was unsuccessful in Alabama muzzleloader season of bagging a deer. We're actually into rifle season now, but I still have old Smokey with me. I got to unload it anyway, one way or the other. So even though it's rifle season, I just decided to bring it on with me. And I'm hunting a relatively short field today. And the deer walked like crazy this morning. We got a storm system moving in tomorrow night. Let's hope these deer will be walking this evening ahead of this front that's coming in. Stay tuned. Well, as you guys saw there, it just never came together for me with the muzzle loader. I've never killed a deer with my muzzle loader. I think I've shot at 2 now, but that was the first one I've ever taken a shot at since I got the scope put on it. And sure enough, That deer, as you saw, was only about maybe 30 yards from me, but I missed. I grazed it. I found two little tufts of hair and like one tiny little piece of flesh, but I think I may have just grazed it on the leg or very bottom of the neck or something. I looked in the woods, never saw any more blood or any sign. I watched the video over and over, never really saw any indication that the deer had been hit, or at least hit solid. And sure enough, when I shot that gun to empty the load so I could get it cleaned for the year, it was 7 inches low at 25 yards. I don't know how in the world that happened. I had taken the scope off, but it was Weaver type mounts, and I just kind of assumed when I put it back on that it would still be zeroed in, but that was not the case. It just wasn't meant to be. So hopefully I'll have better luck during rifle season, and maybe I'll be bringing you another video from then. Did see a lot of deer, saw lots of turkeys, all kind of stuff. It's just great being out in the woods. I love deer season, love hunting too. Almost, or maybe even a little better than fishing. I don't fish during hunting season, so maybe that means I like it better than fishing. I don't know. But anyway, appreciate you guys being here as always. Just remember, wherever you are, God loves you, and so do I. And until next time, I will catch you later. All right? God bless y'all. Bye-bye.